Thanks to you, 96 K-Rock collected hundreds of toys to...
Parties, fine food, and champagne. The fresh smell of Christmas trees. Cold nights and the soft glow of a warm fire. Boxes, bows, new toys, and old friends. The holiday season. Drinking, depression, and loneliness. More people kill themselves during the Christmas season than any other time of the year. Overcrowded shopping malls, trying to find a parking spot, running up a high credit card bill, screaming kids, sore legs, and aching backs. Pushy salespeople, overpriced crap you have to buy for people you don't really like. Burglaries increase, crime skyrockets, your in-laws drive you insane. The holidays, the most wonderful time of the year.
Is it my imagination, or has there been a lot more mass killings this year? Every day in the paper or on the way in to work on the radio, I'm hearing about another guy who's lost his mind.
Yep. There were some yesterday.
A guy, I guess a teacher.
Yep, shot the superintendent
They were
the
at
assistant principal or
some
something.
union meeting, and he sat through half of it, walked out to his car, got a 9mm.
Yep.
Came in and shot the place up, killing one, I guess.
Yeah, the superintendent.
And then he went back to his office to grade papers. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
It's nuts.
Yep. And I think old Sparky was fired up in Virginia yesterday.
Yeah.
Or this morning.
Killed a guy. I think they killed a guy who raped and killed his best friend's wife.
Yep.
It's an ugly world out there. That's why we're here, just try to make it a little brighter for you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Although I'm a little concerned about a colleague of mine.
You are.
Fat Tony has not been seen nor heard from for several days.
Missing.
He is actually missing.
He hasn't turned in his timesheets to get his wages, which he's always crying poverty. And he hasn't shown up to do any other kind of work here at the radio station or come in for the show.
I mean, it's not like I really will see him or anything. I wish him well and hope he's not dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We just haven't heard anything that he's okay.
So if there's been any Fat Tony sightings out there, give us a call. 495-9696 is the 800 number, okay?
We'll have to check.
Pick up the phone at and see if it rings.
See what happens. See if it works. Because lots of times they shut the 800 number off.
Sometimes they don't.
Sometimes they don't.
Mailbox 4
96 K-Rock
is full. Please try again later. Goodbye.
Look at that. So we have no phones.
No phones.
I can turn it on.
Huh?
I can turn it on.
You can?
Yeah.
Okay.
You do that?
Go do that so we
All
can
right.
get some phone calls. In case there's been any Fat Tony sightings out there. We want you to join us this afternoon. We're going to be doing our final broadcast remote of the year.
Right. Our final public appearance
of the year. This is the last time you'll be able to see us in an official capacity in 1993.
Correct.
We'll be at Champion Rent to Own, 3 to 6 this afternoon. Stop by, drop off an unwrapped toy, and you'll get a K-Rockin' stocking filled with tape, CD, movie pass, and other stuff. We'll take the toys to the hospital next week.
Mm-hmm.
But come by and see us, Champion Rent to Own. They'll have some great deals, and we want to see you. So come on by and see us.
When I go Christmas.
Scored some tickets to the ball game.
Cool.
To the old ball game. Should be a fun ball game.
Should be all right.
You and me, the ball game.
We talking about the ball game?
Buffalo and Miami, buddy.
It's the only game in town.
I'm going to that one. Should be a lot of fun. And I slipped a couple of tickets to Haney as a Christmas present.
Did you slide a few his way?
You know it, buddy.
Santa was good to me this year.
Couple of tickets to the ball game. His eyes lit up like a 6-year-old looking at a train set.
Look, I'm looking at him right now.
Yeah, look at he's all happy.
I haven't seen him smile yet this morning until now.
Yeah, I mentioned them ball game tickets, and his face
You know
brightens
what
up.
it is? It's football, beer, and my wife don't get to go.
All right, let's go to the phone here. I think we have the phones turned on now. I think because we're starting to get some calls.
Yeah, and you know there's something else you can do with that whenever you do the call routing, I could actually make the 800 line ring at Simel's house if I wanted to.
Ooh. Wow, now we'll do that the last day, right before vacation.
All right.
Good idea. Hello, K-Rock.
Well, it's about time you turned on this damn line.
Can you believe it?
I know,
man?
this is ridiculous.
They're looking to cut costs in 94, so, they're going to the phone lines.
Yeah, to affect the listeners.
That's where the real big savings is.
Yeah.
Well, here I am, Mr. Christmas. I can't even make a phone call.
That's unbelievable. Hi, Mr. Christmas.
Do you have anything disgusting to say for the holidays?
No disgusting, Stan. Nothing. Just stay married and be a good father. Okay, you're good. I just got one thing to say.
What?
When you guys die, there won't be nobody to replace you like Raymond Burr.
Oh, there's much more people that could come in here and do the job,
I think
sir.
a Paul Sorvino could come in here and do this.
Yeah.
And ask Haney one question. If he's such an environmentalist, what does he do with all them beer cans? Does he recycle them?
No, I don't, sir.
Mr. Christmas.
Mr. Christmas. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but...
Okay, 12 now before 7. I like that guy. I just like that guy.
He's just wonderful for the holidays.
He's just got a good attitude.
He's just the voice of reality.
He is. It's good to hear from guys like that. 12 now before 7 at 96 K-Rock. It's Joe and Stan.
Hi there.
Friday. It's Friday.
Friday, let's put it this way. By next Friday...
we'll be asleep at this time.
We'll be asleep. It'll be like Christmas Eve.
It'll be what?
Christmas Eve. Christmas Day. What day does Christmas fall on?
It'll
Saturday.
be Saturday.
It'll be Christmas Eve.
No, Stan, it will not be. It'll be Christmas Eve. You just don't
You're
say
right.
Christmas Eve.
No, it's not.
It's every time, you got to say it just
with
like on
anticipation.
TV. Just like they do on TV and in the movies. It's Christmas Eve.
Yep.
And then you gotta get a little...
You got to get a little dramatic, a little
dramatic. Yes.
Christmas Eve.
Yeah, exactly. Boy, we're weird.
Yeah, sure. We'll admit it.
I slept with the window open last night. It got down to about 20, I think.
With the window chill, especially when you have a window open and you get that cross draft right on the neck.
You got the window and you're laying there nude.
Yeah, actually, last night I slept nude.
You're taking what they call an air bath.
Yes, and I had nothing on me but a sheet
Just a light sheet.
and a slight glaze. But so I opened the window. I put the big oscillating fan in front of the
Window.
sliding glass door.
So you got a good crosswind.
Right. And it got down to 20, and I think I got a little bit of a chest cold.
Now you got
this
the
morning.
creeping crud.
I got a little bit of the croup.
You didn't even sleep with like some underwear or a jock on.
No, I don't like to sleep with a jock on because it tightens up around the testicle region. I don't like that. I prefer to just let it hang, buddy. Let it hang. Nice air bath.
Let it hang, let it hang, let it hang.
Just blowing in the breeze.
That's right, man. Like to spread them legs and let the old oscillating fan blow some wind up there.
To some areas where wind don't get to too often.
That's right. Nothing
Wind-
gets too often.
Wind comes out, but it don't go in.
At least for us. 5 now before 7. Hi there, K-Rock.
This is Joe and Stan.
Yes,
Yes.
I've seen Fat Tony.
You have seen Fat Tony?
Yeah.
Where did
Where?
you see him?
With your mother.
With my mother?
Yeah.
My mother's dead.
Oh. Then it must have been Don Knotts.
Kids are getting more nuttier
Every day.
every
man.
year. Hello.
Hey, Joe. How you doing? This is John.
Hey, Johnny.
How you doing, Stan and Mark?
Hey
Y'all
there,
doing good?
Johnny.
Good, buddy. Got your letter. Very nice letter.
You got my letter already?
Yeah, got it already.
It was a beautiful thing.
And I think in 94 we're gonna help you
Achieve your goals.
achieve your goals.
Well, I'd be proud to do anything for you guys. Well, I was just wondering, is there any day next week when all you guys and Fat Terry are all going to be there? Because I want to bring you all down your Christmas presents.
Oh, you don't need to do
I
that.
wanted. Did you know? Is there any day?
Probably Thursday, Chris Eve.
Right.
Okay, I'll see you then.
All right.
Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello, K-Rock.
Hi, is this Joe and
It's
Stan?
a great job.
Yeah, it is a wonderful job.
love us.
I know they love us. Do you love us, ma'am?
Yes, I love it.
Okay, good.
Love
Thank
it.
you. What's your name? What's your
name?
name?
Diane.
Hi, Diane.
Hi. Well, listen, I have a favor to ask of you. And since it's the Christmas season, I thought maybe since last year I heard this on your station about this time, is a song. And it's to the tune of Black Sabbath, Iron Man, but it's Santa Claus.
I am Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Do we have that? Do we have it? All right.
got that?
We'll try to dig it up for you.
Oh, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hey, by the way, Diane,
Yeah.
what are you wearing right now?
Oh, I'm just wearing sweatpants and sweatshirt. It's cold out.
Do you have panties on?
Yes, sir.
What color are they? Just take a quick look there. Just a quick look.
Okay, red.
They're red?
Yeah.
Now, is that counting the stain?
Of course.
All right, bye, Diane.
Bye.
Bye. It's a gag that continues to...
No matter how many times you hear it.
No matter how many times I hear that gag, I enjoy it. I do it. I do it basically to entertain myself. Because I have a theory.
What?
Every woman that has underwear on has a stain.
Of course.
Somewhere. Prove me wrong. 3 now before 7.
Springs, Naples, Fort Myers, Southwest Florida's best rock. 96K Rock.
Getting on my nerves, that Nikki.
Something fierce.
Oh God! She every time during the holidays.
Yep.
See, her birthday's right around the holidays.
It is.
And then she just becomes just an idiot during the holidays for some reason. God. Hello, K-Rock.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
Hey, there's been a Fat Tony sighting out here in L.A.
Lehigh Acres.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, where did you see him?
He's in the Kmart with Elvis.
Oh, we have not seen Fat Tony in several days.
It's been about a week.
Yep.
Exactly a week.
Yeah.
Exactly a week. Very strange.
Well,
keep an eye out for him, sir.
Well, he's too big to miss for too long.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll find him.
Yeah, good luck, guys.
All right,
bye.
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 See you, bye.
The last time we saw him, he was mad at us about some Christmas trees.
And it would be it would be just a shame if he was dead.
Well, I don't
want to talk death.
I don't want to talk death. I just think maybe he has...
I think he might have snapped.
He might have snapped mentally.
Yeah. I mean, because do you remember when he left? It was Friday. As a matter of fact, it was. We were all in Brad's office after this big Christmas tree mess that he was starting up with. He said goodbye to Brad. We're all in the room, doesn't say anything to any of us, and leaves. And we haven't seen him since.
Well, I think you guys have treated him like hell.
He didn't say nothing to you.
But he hasn't even shown up to do his busy work.
Yeah, his odd jobs they throw him. His busy work.
His busy work.
He actually took an hour and a half last week to individually sign 300 memos that he wrote.
Yeah, he wrote a big memo and then he
made
left.
Copies and then signed each one by hand.
I'm a little worried about him. I hope if he's listening, please call in. I'm wondering, what's going on because I got him his present. I shouldn't say what.
Well, what'd you get him? I don't know if he's listening.
It's cologne.
Is it? I gave him cologne. He got all mad.
You think he might have just...
Well, you did it in a snooty way.
No, I did not.
I wonder if he's just become a drifter and...
No, he's got to eat.
That's true.
He can always find something to eat.
No, he can't. His mama cooks for him. And there's no way to get a hold of him because he has no phone.
No
lights,
pager,
no
beeper.
motor car, not a single luxury.
No phone, no pool, no pets. He ain't got no cigarettes.
That's it. 7:05 at 96K Rock. God, I hate that band. You suck. 96K Rock. Southwest Florida's best rock. That's a song and emotion from Tesla.
God.
They're not only good musicians, they're nice guys, too.
Oh, yeah.
7:15. Sheriff was just at my house.
The sheriff?
Yeah, sheriff was just at my house.
A deputy sheriff?
McDougal did not stop by.
I didn't know if he was coming over for coffee.
So, I get divorced about how many years ago?
1988.
It was 88.
Mm-hmm. Seems like longer than that.
Yes, it does. But I give up everything in this whole deal.
Yeah, you did. Okay?
So I give her a car.
Right.
And I say, well, you can have the new car, because we had just purchased a new car about 6 months before that. Which was a really stupid move on my part.
I remember it well.
So she takes the car, and she drives it for about a year.
Right.
And then she wrecks it, as she's done every car since then and before. Insurance is on the car, pays most of the claim.
Right.
Now the sheriff says, I owe this money.
The remainder of...
and I don't know exactly how much it is. It's less than 10 grand. So I may phone her this morning on the air and see if I can wake her ass up.
All right.
So I'll be phoning my ex-wife here.
Okay. Find out about that whole car thing.
Yeah, ask her what the deal is.
It's under 10 grand.
It's under 10 grand. And, you know, we got one of these cheapy divorces, you know, where we, you know, flew to Haiti and got a divorce.
Right.
So I don't have anything really in writing. So now they're telling me I have to be across the state in Titusville at the courthouse in less than 2 hours, I think. And if I don't, they're going to throw my ass in jail.
Oh,
so I may be doing the show from jail because of my ex-wife.
There's no place like jail for the holidays.
There's no place. I may have to find that.
And I think Crash could set up a remote from cell block A.
Yeah, he could probably. There's a lot of metal in there, though, so I'm not sure we can broadcast in there. You come and be with me?
I'd be right there with you.
Okay.
Then let me talk to you through one of them phones in the glass there.
You know, it's like divorces are such pain in the butt. And here it's, 7-8 years later.
Right, yeah.
Is it that long?
No, it's been like 6 years later.
6 years later, I'm still haunted by this whole stuff. And I'm paying off her credit cards.
You're paying off her credit cards?
Well, I had a couple of Key West vacations on them.
But she charged up most of the stuff.
Most of the stuff. Okay, so if you're a guy out there, just don't rush into taking all the blame if you're getting a divorce. Make sure they divide all the bills evenly. Some good advice out there. Don't be a stooge like me.
Because 6 years later, it could come back and haunt you.
Like old Joe. Sheriff pounding on my door this morning at 7. Let me in.
You got to be in Titusville in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or else.
God, that pisses me off. And then my girlfriend's in the shower, so she gets out of the shower. It's cold.
Yeah.
She's naked. She opens the door, you know. As if that didn't scare him back.
This sounds like a case for Paul Sorvino.
What?
He's replacing Perry Mason.
Let's check some news now. Haney, what's going on?
Well, Senator Ted Kennedy showed up at his annual Capitol Hill Christmas party this week dressed as Barney the Dinosaur, with his wife Victoria decked out in a little girl costume.
Ooh, I think she's a good-looking woman.
She had a little girl costume with a braided blonde wig. The affair was supposed to be off the record, but the Washington Post published a few details. At the party, Ted and his wife danced to the Barney theme song. Reacting to a joke from his wife, Senator Kennedy said, "They don't call me Tyrannosaurus Sex for nothing." When Victoria Kennedy mentioned that the shuttle astronauts tried to screw in parts while floating in space, Senator Kennedy replied, "Floating screw. That's what people used to call me."
Ted Kennedy, the last brother.
You know the ambassador's rolling around.
The ambassador. I'll tell you what, if the ambassador was alive, he'd be snaking that Victoria.
He'd demand it.
Ted's wife, yeah, he got what he wanted. Ambassador ran that.
Didn't dare backtalk him.
The ambassador liked to roam.
Because that was his one vice.
That was his one vice. He had stomach problems. He couldn't eat or drink.
All right.
So sex was the ambassador.
Boys.
Joe Kennedy. Joe Kennedy, I'll tell you one thing right now.
Well,
you can say what you want about the Kennedys. I happen to respect Joe Kennedy.
He was a master.
He was great.
Just a shame they didn't have Zantac back in Joe Kennedy's time.
That's too bad. It's a damn shame.
Yep.
Because Joe Kennedy, man, he's a dead legend now.
He's a dead He lived a long time after a debilitating stroke. He had the stroke just after John was inaugurated and didn't die until after Bobby was dead.
Which turned out to be a living hell for him, I'll tell you that, because Rose took all the time. She took care of him and got him back for all that philandering he did. You know, she put out lit cigarettes on him and stuff like that.
Kind of like the movie Misery, huh?
Yeah, kind of like that. Kind of like
break
that.
His ankles.
You know, he didn't, clip his toenails too tight. You know what I'm saying? She was nasty. And then what happened is he dies, and then Rose Kennedy, who would sit around and figure that she would live to be like 130? I mean, think about this for a minute. Rose Kennedy is alive.
We just celebrated John F. Kennedy's 30th anniversary of his death. 30 years ago, his mother's still alive.
She was an old woman when he was elected president.
That's correct.
She is still alive. Imagine how her skin is, like leathery and
oh sure.
And so now what is happening is like Eunice, Eunice Shriver, one of the sisters, is now taking care of the mother and getting back at the mother for being exactly. So it's like Torture City over there at the Kennedy compound. Let's wheel Mama to the door.
Wind in her face.
It's cold outside. Let's give Mama a bath. Put her in like a cheap terry cloth towel and sit her by the door.
Ready for some holiday cheer, Joe?
I would love some.
Margaret Armstrong of Toronto has been charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault after she slashed her husband several times with a butcher knife because he wouldn't shut up while she was watching television. Armstrong told police she had warned her husband George to stop talking while the TV was on, but he didn't listen. She slashed him 6 times in the face, chest, and arm, but the injuries aren't life-threatening. The Armstrongs have been married for over 25 years.
Jeez, that's what's going to happen to you.
I know. My wife likes to threaten me when I talk to the TV set. I'll say something to the TV set. She detests it.
Yeah, I talk to the TV a lot.
You got to talk to the TV.
All right, time for sports. Brought to you by Miller Lite. The fine folks at Miller Lite, who I hope at some point in the day brings me some of that ice beer.
Yeah, Ice House.
Yes.
Let's hope so. Does he aggravate you when you got the TV on there, Amy?
Hey, Joe, nothing like chatting with an idiot box.
He was telling me yesterday how that aggravates you.
No. Not at all.
He says he does it just because it aggravates you.
Well, it's not... well,
I don't.
That's what you told me.
I didn't say that.
You told me, you says it gets her all worked up and I enjoy
I know
it.
it gets her worked up.
now, Joseph?
I told you what to do yesterday.
Easy
when you
there.
come home.
Oh, yeah.
What did I tell you to do?
He told me to go. Come into the house right off the bat and take my shirt off and throw it to the ground. Take my pants off, throw it to the ground, and just stand there in my underwear.
Yeah. No, I told you to sit in the recliner and say, come here, baby.
Oh, yeah. And come here, baby.
What would you have done if he'd have done that?
Pack my bags, buddy.
Why'd you leave your husband? He took his shirt off.
Yep.
Well, in Stan's case, that's not good. All right, Abe, go ahead with sports.
Well, Bobby Hurley's recovery is dramatic. And
You begin every sportscast with the Bobby Hurley
She's
story.
quickly becoming a Bobby Hurley fan.
I guess so.
I have no idea who the guy is. But, you know, he's doing very well.
Okay, I don't need an update on his medical condition every day. Okay, we wish him well and all, but go ahead.
This is my last week, by the way.
Why is that?
She goes back to work.
I'm going back to
Time
work.
to come back.
So this is your last day then?
No.
No, next week.
Oh, next week.
Next week's your last week, and then you're going back to work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your prayers have been answered, Stan.
And so is mine. He'll be playing again within a year. Scott Mitchell will start
I guess
Sunday.
we're talking about early.
I guess so.
Okay, go ahead.
Scott Mitchell will start on Sunday. He's been throwing in 2 consecutive days without any pain whatsoever, so Shula's going to start him unless his shoulder doesn't flare up again.
Now, what's this deal with Oliver and Shula? Haney might know this. I guess they're bickering on how severe his injury is in regards to him playing on Sunday.
I don't know. Anything short of a broken leg, you should play.
And Shula doesn't think he should.
Well,
Oliver doesn't think he should play.
I think
it'll be a game time deal where Louis will come running out there and everybody will act surprised.
Well, Oliver thinks he has a hairline fracture in his right foot.
Oh, and Shula thinks he should play.
But Shula says he's wrong, and it's worse than that, and he shouldn't play.
Shula takes care of his boys.
Hey, I think he should friggin' play. He's going to be a free agent and leave next year. Let's get what we can out of him.
Right.
That's not the way to run a football team, mister.
Haney, if you were coaching that team, you'd have him in last place.
Hang on, was that Sean Connery or what there?
No, Don Shula.
If Haney was coaching, Marino would still be throwing.
Get out there.
Walk it off, son.
All right, Aim, anything else?
The Penguins and the Flyers are winners. The Pacers stopped the Hawks on a 14-game winning streak, and they beat them 99-81. The Knicks, the Heat down the Cavaliers 90-89. The Nets, the Spurs, and the Pistons were winners.
Okay.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, 7:23. I told you to go home, take your shirt off, take your pants off, sit there in your underwear, and say, come here, baby.
And my reply to you would be, her response, you said, what would her response be to that? And I said, Joe told you to do that, didn't he?
Stan, give the girl some loving, okay? Get in there, and you know, she wants it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay?
Yeah.
Get in there. Force it if you have to. But get in there. Don't sit around and wait for it to come to you.
Couldn't I, if I forced it like that later on, be caught up on charges of like rape?
Could be a Bobbitt thing.
It could, well, you know, him walking into the house could be a Bobbitt thing. I mean, come on, just get in there and give her a little loving. You know what I'm saying? I'll teach you all about that.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Start nibbling at her ear. And come here, put your arm around her from behind. You know, grab one of them and twist. They like that. 7:25 at K-Rock.
That Joe and Stan, what a pair. The best Fort Myers team under air. They sent me a case of that tasty Babacusa. Joe and Stan, kick the out of Fat Tony lives with his mommy in a small 12-foot trailer, must be an Airstream, yeah. They sit and watch TV on a 12-inch black and white tube. Boy, Joe and Stan gonna kick the out of you. That Ron and Ron really blow. The sad sick is the excuse for a show. Like to drown them both in a big vat of Babacoo. Joe and Stan kick the out of you. That greasy, wheezy Bobby Harmon sells you as time and condoms on the side. Even Harry, the hairy Bulgarian, agrees with me too. Joe and Stan kick the They're gonna kick the living They're gonna kick the living out of you.
Well, it's Best Rock, 96 K-Rock, and 736. And anybody hear the Steve Downs Rockline last night?
Yes, he was on Rockline.
He's the new host of Rockline. And I guess he had Howard Stern on there.
Interviewed him.
And so, like, Brad got hard. Howard Stern is on there because he's such a big Howard Stern fan.
Yeah, and he knows Steve Downs, so, you know.
And he actually called Steve Downs and said, Can you get Howard to do this for me? And you know what?
Which he didn't do, by the way, Joe.
Which he did not do it?
He did not do it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see a tape rolling in the next couple weeks.
Well, I hope so. You know what I hope? I wish this company would have the balls to put Howard Stern on in the morning. I challenge anybody at corporate right now to come in and give me the action. Hey, I don't even want, I'll tell you what, I don't even want the 3-month severance. Okay? Come in and do it. Don't threaten me with nothing. Don't threaten me with Stern. Put Stern on.
Lots of complaints last night.
Lots of complaints on what?
Yeah, people were calling up and saying, when is this asshole going to shut up? I want to listen to some music. I'm serious, man.
That's the AB audience, though.
Yeah.
The AB people.
They say that a lot.
And the leftover Nicky people, too.
Yeah. I wish they'd put Stern on.
Put him on!
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll give you to the rest of the year to think about it. And here's the offer. Okay, I'll walk out peacefully. No questions asked.
If they put Stern on.
If they put Stern on. Let them put Stern on. That's the rumor going around.
Yeah.
I don't see what you fail to realize. I don't care about this business. I'll go back to my old business of welding. Okay, I can be.
You were a damn good welder.
Spot welder.
Sure.
Acetylene welding.
Yep.
Okay, I don't need this business to survive. A lot of other things I could do.
Yeah.
What else?
That's about it. That's about the only thing I can do is be a big asshole. And you consider the fact that I'm making a living out of being a jerk. Do you ever stop
That's
and think
basically
about...
what it is. But see, you're the mouthpiece for an entire community who wishes they could say what you're saying. Thus, you are providing a service.
Well, let me tell you something. I'm not doing it for some sort of cheap joke. I dare this company to put Stern on. Okay? I'd like Simel to come in here right now, take my headphones. I put all I have in a little brown bag, and I'd walk out.
A brown paper sack.
A brown paper sack. Okay? And I won't show up at the Christmas party with a gun or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Okay? I want what's best for this.
Tony May.
I want what's best for this company. And if putting Stern on in the morning would help this company, I'm all for it.
Once again, you proving you're a company man.
I am a definite company man. I love this company. I love this Beasley family. Okay, but if I would not stand in their way, if they thought they had to make a change for the betterment of this radio station.
Well, that's the one constant in this business: change.
That's right. 740 at K-Rock.
Could I dedicate a song to my girlfriend?
No.
No?
Maybe not.
What song?
That really good song my wife makes.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Her name's Kathy. She's on her way to work in the car, and tell her thank you for her happy birthday.
Kathy, huh?
Yeah, today's my birthday.
Today's your birthday?
Yeah.
Yeah, she give you a little birthday present this morning?
No, I got a card from her son, and I got a present, but I'm not opening until they come home.
A card from her son?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I know I got a present, but I'm not opening until they get home from work and school.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did she give you like a little loving this morning?
No.
Why not?
Because she has to go to the doctor's this morning.
Doctor? Why? She snaggly?
No, just a regular guy.
Huh? She had what?
Gynecologist appointment.
Oh, gynecologist. You can't do it before a gynecologist appointment. Is that true?
Yeah, I think you can.
I don't know, but it's just not. It's not gynecologist friendly. If you have sex
exactly. The problem would be with the doctor going in there.
Yeah, they'd have to suction a lot. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye. Yeah, that wouldn't be. That's not nice to do.
All right, let's take a look. Okay, I'm gonna have to suction.
Suction.
Okay, let's. Hold on. Nurse.
Nurse, come in here.
Suction.
Give me one of those. Give me a tool here. I'm gonna need a tool.
Give me a tool.
Give me a pry tool. No, not that one. The cold one. 743 at K-Rock. This is Best Rock 96 K-Rock. Jet City Woman from Queensryche.
Hey, Joe, where is Jet City? Because I'm just a backward-ass cracker Floridian that don't know nothing from nothing.
Seattle, Washington, Mark.
Ooh, that must be pretty country. Of course, I never been there. I just live in the swamp all my life.
Well, they call it Jet City because they have a little company out there called Boeing.
Ooh, that's something. I like them big old jets. We don't know nothing in Florida except for the big old space shuttle.
They just signed a big contract at Boeing to build more jets for, like, Japan.
Jet City Woman. That's
right.
What that song is.
It's going to employ a bunch of people in the Seattle area.
I'm sick of hearing about Seattle.
Seattle's a good town, man. Space Needle. Got a little restaurant on top of the Space Needle. Of course, you've never been out of the state, have you? Country ass. 6 now before 8 o'clock.
I've never been out of the state because everywhere else sucks.
You haven't been out of the state, have you?
Yeah, I have.
No, you have. Where?
Yeah.
When?
I've been to Georgia once, and I ain't never going back.
Guy's been to Georgia.
Actually, I lived outside of Philadelphia for 1 year, and that was enough.
How old were you?
10.
You don't remember that.
Yes, I do.
No,
it sucked. I know there was no beach there. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, because you go to the beach all the time. Look at that skin. Hey, he's like white as a ghost.
It's like I said, I like to know it's there.
He likes to know it's there. He never goes.
Well, that was one thing when he first came down here to the station.
Yeah.
He used to go to the beach quite a bit. And then
when he first came down here?
Yeah.
When?
Remember, he used to go to the weekends to the beach.
Well, he has to see it a couple times now. Then he gets sick of it.
He doesn't go now.
I don't like to go now when the water temp is below 70.
He'll take his wife to the beach,
right?
And through some sort of osmosis, it looks like he created the beach.
What? No, I'm not even following that. I'll buy into most anything, but I'm not following this.
Look at this, honey. Look at this beautiful Sanibel Beach. Yeah, I thought of it.
I still don't follow you.
All right.
Yeah, my little girl there, she may think I hung the moon and the stars, but I can't take no credit for the beach there.
Yeah, see, I told you this was pretty country, honey. Aren't you glad we made the move?
Yeah. Don't bring that up, please. I'm still working that.
All right, 96 K-Rock's looking for your help in making this Christmas happy one for little children spending Christmas in the hospital. We do this every year.
Yes, our third year
It's
doing
our
this.
third year, and people are responding. People are bringing by toys, and we appreciate it, and we need more. We're asking you to drop off an unwrapped toy. Now, you say, Joe, Stan, Mark, why would you want me to drop by an unwrapped toy? Well, that's so we can play with it.
Sure. We can take a look at it, see if we want it, if we want to open the package.
No, the kids, we never keep them. Okay, now if there's a toy that looks interesting and fun, we will play with it, but we'll neatly put it back in its box.
And try to make it look as fresh as possible.
Absolutely.
We especially enjoy like RC cars, things like that.
Exactly. What we'll do is you drop off an unwrapped toy. We'll give you a K-Rocking stocking. Inside you'll find all kinds of good stuff. I saw a cute little girl a couple days ago walk out with a K-Rocking stocking, and she was cute as a bug's ear.
Cute as a bug. She brought a Barbie doll by.
Barbie doll.
Left with a K-Rocking stocking.
And you know what? It's like the sick thing about it is that she was walking by and smiling. Very cute little girl.
Yes, she was.
She just walked in and out of my life just that quick.
Like two ships that have passed in the night.
I'll never probably see her again.
And it left you out there wondering what might have been.
What might have been, exactly.
Because you were like I was saying yesterday, you tried to act tough with it. You tried to catch the ball barehanded.
I tried to impress her a little bit. You know, catch it behind my back, things like that. Yep. Did a little juggling. Yep. She walked by, gave me a nice, respectful smile. But the girl has now walked out of my life.
I thought when I was tossing you the popcorn and you were catching it with your mouth would be the thing that would win her over, but it didn't.
Did not faze her. She was a tough one.
And you may never see her again.
And that's the strange thing, man. She brought this Barbie doll by. She walked up, very nice girl. Dropped off, came out with a K-Rocking stocking.
Yeah.
And away in her car she went. I'll never probably see her again.
My eyes adored you.
Though I never laid a hand on you, my eyes adore you. Like a million miles away from me, you couldn't see how I adored you. So close, and yet so far. That's to the girl in the Barbie doll, with the Barbie doll.
in the Barbie doll. You sick bastard.
I go into the office where we keep the toys, and I just kind of hold that Barbie doll and just kind of look at it and think, geez, who bought you? What's her story? Anyway, on Thursday, December 23rd, we will deliver toys, including their Barbie doll, to area hospitals. It'll be tough for me to hand that, but you know what? I'm going to hand that Barbie doll to a very special little girl. I'm going to let fate run its course.
So close,
and yet so far. So make sure you get those toys by. Happy holidays from 96 K-Rock.
On 96 K-Rock. Proof that even a college diploma can mean absolutely nothing.
Track 96 K-Rock, that's Def Leppard and the song Hysteria. It is 8:19. One thing I like about listening to the new guy.
Who, Austin Keys?
Yeah. I like listening to him because I get a lot of musical information. Drake's talking about us. He's making some sort of...
man.
But, of course, that happened like a couple of minutes ago because I have a delay.
What are they doing over there?
You can rest assured they're not doing much.
Those three, arguably the three ugliest guys, and I am telling you, radio is filled with ugly characters.
Say he's got his legs spread again.
A lot of people don't realize this, but the people that go into radio actually can't go into TV. Very few will make that crossover from radio to TV because
some do, but most don't.
Most don't because most of them are dog ugly.
Yep. And there's proof right over there.
And there's if you want to see ugly. Come on by the radio station and look at the AM job.
Was Jim Reef a radio man at one point?
Jim Reef, possibly a radio man. He barely got under the blanket of ugly to get on TV.
Exactly. That's when he curled his hair.
And now they got a new weekend sports guy. Have you seen the new weekend sports guy? Looks like a little Jewish kid.
Really?
With the same kind of Jim Reef hair.
Oh,
I don't know who this kid is, but he looks just like Jim Reef's son. Like if Jim Reef was a preacher,
right?
This would be his preacher son who would take over the ministry.
Gotcha,
Daddy.
Daddy, and he'd call him Daddy.
Daddy.
Why is that? Why is even Billy Graham, who I respect?
I think he's the last TV guy that can be respected.
Yeah, I respect Billy Graham, but he's got a son that looks just like him, only younger.
20 years ago.
That will fill his shoes. That's the way God works, man.
Yep. Always someone to fill the shoes.
That's exactly
If
right.
you find a good preacher, make 2 of them.
You make 2 or 3 of them. A couple of generations. 820. You notice Baker never had a lookalike son.
Oh, lucky for his son.
Yeah. Hello, K-Rock.
Hey, Joe and Stan.
Yes.
Hey, the new guy yesterday was ragging on Haney. Just want to let you know.
He was doing what, sir?
Ragging on Haney. Said something in the order of his little mustache. He looked like Hitler. He was some kind of Nazi.
Well, the thing is, sir, I frighten Austin, and I hope that he does well here, and I've got a little thicker skin than him, so I encourage him to make fun of me.
Oh, you do? Well, I was hoping to say...
If that will help him to get out of this god-awful slump that he's in, because he's crashing and burning.
He came in with a slump.
He came in. He's like nowhere. I mean, come on.
I know, he makes you fall asleep.
Yeah. All right.
Good one.
Thanks for the call.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you, bye.
Yeah. You can't hurt Haney with words.
No.
I can, but most people can't.
That doesn't disturb Haney on a regular
You can't hurt Joe with words either, but
You can once in a while.
Joe's got a philosophy. You hurt him with a word, he'll go one step lower.
I
heard him.
Dig it lower.
I heard him last night because he called me up and he says, "You got VH1? Flip it on." I switched the channel. I said, "I don't want to watch that crap." He says, "Okay, bye."
Now, wait a second. I want to get this right. Because he called me up afterwards, said, "You got VH1?
I'll tell you what it was on. I'll tell everybody what it was on. The Bee Gees special. It was great.
Oh, it got me. He says to me on the phone, I go, I says, the Simpsons are on. I don't want to watch the Bee Gees.
That's what I said.
So he says this to me. Okay. I called up Haney. He's watching the Bee Gees. You liar. I said to myself, I didn't say it to Joe. Come on him to bring it down a step lower. I said to myself, he ain't watching it. He's watching the Simpsons.
You guys
I thought about it after I hung up. I should have told him I would watch it.
You watch that little cartoon, but you know what? When the Bee Gees came on and sang Tragedy, I was up, standing up, I was pumping my fist. It was great.
But Joe, I hadn't had time to drink as much as you had.
Oh, you most certainly did. I called you. You didn't know where your daughter was. Oh, what are you talking about? I called you like at 4 in the afternoon. When he picks up the phone, he goes, hello. I go, hey, what are you doing? You go, and I said, I thought you were supposed to be watching your daughter. Oh, that ain't funny, man. And he picks up the phone, calls me back. What are you doing calling me up, scaring me? I said, what's your daughter doing?